Hey everybody, I'm Boston Jay and this is Wicked Pissa. I figured I would go live tonight. I haven't been live in a couple days, or a few days anyways. So let's do it and let's see what we can get into. I've got my friend Stony coming in. You know, when Stony comes in, it's going to be, it'll be different. So let's have a good time and we'll see what we can get into. Okay? Okay. I dropped the link already, so do what you got to do. Yeah, Stony, you even beat Mary. Hi, Angela.
Paranormal, Sacramento Paranormal Investigation.
It's Angela.
I know. Stony says, why isn't she blue?
She is blue. I don't know. I could have sworn I made her blue the other day.
Nope. I thought you did. I thought you made a blue the other day too, but apparently YouTube is not.
All right. Well, I got to grab my other phone to do it.
They're the one I just hit to bring your happy ass up here.
So, what time did you get up,
This
Stony?
morning, like 6. Somebody came to my door at 6 o'clock this morning and woke me up. I was kind of pissed.
Kind of pissed?
Kind of pissed? I would have been pissed.
Dude, I'll kill you. You know this. What are you doing? What are you doing? I do that.
Got to wait for it to connect to the internet. Then I got to charge it.
Oh, my earphones are on.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, my neighbor Billy dropped another video. They're so funny. You watch them at all, Stony?
Ooh.
My neighbor Billy.
That's not good.
What? What happened?
I don't know. I just heard a bunch of sirens. Where were they going? Oh, it was an ambulance. Yeah, I
Dragon?
love I love Billy. She is fucking hilarious.
She's funny, I know.
Why is this not working?
All
My
right, I
fucking
made
new
her
headphones
blue.
aren't working.
I made her blue. Dragon Slayer Unicorn, how you doing? I don't know you, but welcome.
Oh yeah, you do. That's Haley.
That's Haley
That's Haley.
from the group. Jay, I dropped a link at the beginning. So scroll up. I dropped it. You should be able to get it.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
So should that person be blue?
Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay.
There you go. So should Dragon Slayer be blue?
Yes, that's Haley. She's in our group. She only comes in at night. That's why usually after you go to bed, that's probably why you don't recognize her. But check this out.
Right. Oh my.
You brought me flowers.
That's a really nice guy. Hold on to him.
No, not really. He's a dick.
I know.
He's a royal jackass. I'm just saying. Just saying. Ain't got a lie to kick it. He wishes I would. Everybody. Yeah, that smells good. It's all crystally.
There you go.
You still got to dry it?
Yeah, it's still a little bit wet. Not too wet. A little bit. Like by tonight, it'll be dry.
All right, Dragon Slayer, I made you blue. There you go. Why don't you want to come up, Jay?
Yeah, Jay. Come up with your new fucking bong and shit. Hell's wrong with you? Get your monkey ass up here. Oh, I know why. He's got to get the house back in order because Emmy's on her way home. He's got to get that smell out. He's right now walking around telling the dogs, piss on everything. Roll around in it. Get your scent out there. He's going through can after can after can of air freshener as we speak.
Yeah,
That just
probably.
masks the smell. You're not going to get it out. She's going to walk in and smell it. Yes, she is.
Yep. Oh, yeah, she's going to know right away.
Oh, besides the fact that she watched you on a live stream smoking.
Yeah, smoking in the house. Yep.
Yeah.
That's not the boys' room. You can't be smoking in the boys' room. It's not the boys' room. It's not. It's not the business. Oh, okay. Well, still, you might want to start now if you want to have it aired out by then. Well, no, she's supposed to be home then, but it's Emmy, so you never know. It could be the Wednesday after next, or the Wednesday after that. You never know until she's on the plane and actually gets off of it here. You never know what could happen. She could be places for a long time just trying to get a plane, even though she had a plane. It's probably not the right one.
Yeah.
Or it's all of a sudden going in the wrong direction. Something is not, yeah. You wait till she gets here before you count those chickens. Can't count the eggs before they hatch. Can't do it.
Yeah, she can't fall asleep on the plane. She'll wake up in London.
Why do you have to go to the ER tonight? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's not good. What's going on?
Yeah, that's never good.
Okay, Kay, thank you.
Hey, Mrs. K. Miss K, I swear to God, Miss K is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And she don't even know it. And she's hysterical. She cracks me up on a daily basis. And she don't even know it. That's because I'm insane, but
I
that's okay.
sent her a message. Kay, I sent you a message earlier. Did you get it?
Me and Kay are actually a lot alike. We think a lot alike. We really do. And that's good. Because I want to be just like her when I grow up. If I ever grow up. Bye, Miss
Kay,
K.
did you get the
You
message
should
I
stay.
sent you?
You should stay, Miss K.
You should.
Oh, yeah, you better go get tested, Haley. We would like it for you to stay, Miss K. I like it a lot.
Well, you're only 22 years old.
Yeah, you're good.
You should not be having chest pains, definitely. Could be a panic attack. If you're prone to
What's
those.
Kay's t-shirt? Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. That should be on her t-shirt. That should. It really should. We gotta make her some merch. Hey, Bridge.
I'm thinking about making a T-shirt with my saying on it.
What's that?
Be good. If you can't be good at it.
Oh, yeah, it's my grandma told me, find something you're good at, be the best at it you can be. Regardless of what that is, just be the best at it. I found out I'm good at being a bitch. I decided to perfect that. Oh, my God. Seriously? Hey! Hey! I'm on a live stream.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Pete.
Austin yelled at you. You ruined his live stream. He couldn't hear all of a sudden. Oh, hi, guys. I hit the top of my joint and I picked it up and I turned my camera on.
So, Stony, did they ever get that tree? Oh, did they ever
Yeah.
get that?
Yeah, they got it out. Well, how did, with the tree, you guys, you said you almost hit a pole, or it was between two houses, wasn't it?
It was leaning towards the house, neighbor's house.
Oh, it was between the houses leaning towards the neighbor's house. And they had to get it to fall away from both houses, and plus there's like telephone poles on the other where it needed to fall. So they had to get it in between.
Right towards the end of the cut to drop it, the chain breaks.
Yeah, right before they get ready to cut, they're cutting through the tree right and it's ready to fall, and the chain breaks. So they had to go buy another chainsaw just to fucking finish cutting it.
Oh,
Yeah, they got it. I didn't upload the videos because they were boring. I was like, you guys didn't break nothing. You didn't crush nothing. Nothing got broke. No, nothing. I don't want to see him then. I am not sitting through that many hours of that. I was like, nobody fell. Nobody did nothing.
Here, I'm gonna put my headphones on so you can come on the panel.
Yeah, it was pretty good, I guess, for a last minute deal. Yeah, you're right. Because we were over here taking bets on which house was going to get crushed, or if he was going to pull it over with his truck, how he was going to do that without crushing his truck.
I gotta explain, all you gotta do is on it to make it come this way.
Yeah, but he would have to be far enough away so when he pulled it, it wouldn't land. Oh.
But it's like, make sure the pressure makes it, all you gotta do is
How sensitive I am.
Yeah.
That way. And the pie cut is gonna fall that way. So you need to get it over from beyond this way.
Yeah, we were taking bets. I was like, dude, this is gonna go bad, real fast. It has to. There's no way they're gonna pull this off. They pulled it off.
Be more nervous for the tree.
Well, that's good.
We used to work in forestry, not work there, but when he was in prison, our prisoners in California, they go out and fight forest fires, have to fight fires.
Yeah.
So he was on that crew. So they were cutting down trees and doing all that shit. So he knew how to do it. But still, I could just see it going bad real fast. Just because it was them doing it. And it wasn't just one of them. It was like a few of them. And they all knew what they were doing, which never works out because they all know what they're doing. And none of them are doing the same thing. Yeah, and they're telling him to hurry.
I'm not gonna hurry.
This is not a hurry kind of thing. This is a... Yeah, he's climbing this tree. How big was the tree?
It's about 100 feet.
100-foot tree, and he's climbing it with a rope.
Maybe like about 50 feet.
Oh my God. I could see that one. Man, I can see it right now. Would just be great.
I won't get myself a position as long as it takes.
My uncle one time, family always were roofers. Like my uncle owned a roofing company, so did my dad. Well, one of my uncles was up on the roof. There was a whole crew of them up there. And there was a lady in the neighbor's yard, the next yard over. She was out there sunbathing, literally sunbathing. And they were like spying on her over the top of the roof, right? So she wouldn't see him. Well, my uncle Johnny fucking somehow tripped over something and fell. He rolled head over feet, rolled all the way off the roof, over the fence, and landed in her pool in front of her. I was like, dude, you know how much feet of concrete and fence and tree line is in between you and where you landed? You got lucky. If that house hadn't been like a 2-story house, he wouldn't have made that. He would not have made that.
Yeah,
It
he
was
got
there.
real lucky.
Yeah, he got real lucky. I was like, wow, goddamn. I was like, and he goes, I said, what'd you say to her? He goes, I told her it was a nice day, wasn't it? I was like, oh. And then about 2 weeks later, him and my dad and my other cousin all fell through the same roof and landed on this lady. She was in her bed. And these 3 guys came through her roof and all 3 landed on top of her. I was like, oh my God. Are you
That was
kidding
a
me?
wake-up call.
Yeah, I was like, well, she was probably already awake. They're up there hammering on her roof. And they knew that the roof was like, they were redoing the whole roof, like everything, because it was that fucked up. They were taking everything off, and, like new sheeting, all that shit. Well, they were stepping on one spot, I guess, and they shouldn't have stepped on that spot because apparently that was a weak spot. And there was no beam there. If there was, it broke. They all 3 went through it, landed on her in bed. I was like, fuck. Yeah, my dad said, I think the master was for breakfast. I was like, oh my God.
Well, I hope she had pajamas on.
I don't know, but I thought it was funny though. My dad's brothers, my dad was the youngest of the family, and he's got like 7 or 8 brothers and sisters. I don't even know how many there are. Well, he was the youngest, so they used to fuck with him. They decided, let's fuck with Jarvis tonight. Let's take him out. We're gonna go rob this guy's house. So my dad's like 16, right? And they pick him up and they throw him through the window of this guy's house. They know the guy's home. My dad don't, but they do. They throw him through this guy's window onto the guy's bed, 3 in the morning, where the guy is sleeping with a shotgun.
Oh, Jesus.
My dad said, he was like, dude, I've never got out of a window because I didn't even, they had to pick him up to put him in the window. He just dove out. And then he said right behind him, about 30 seconds, that was a shotgun. I was like, oh my God, lucky the guy wasn't a good shot. Otherwise, they all 3 would have got it. But yeah, they're out there laughing their fucking asses off. Meanwhile, my dad's in there trying to figure out how to get out this guy's window while this guy's pulling his shotgun out from under his bed. I was like, Lord. They buried him one time up to his neck, arms and everything buried up to his neck, and then some fire ants on him. Left him out there for like 20 minutes. They were mean to him. He was a baby though. And his brothers are dicks. He had twin brothers. Then he's got 1, 2, I think 3 other brothers. And there's 1, 2, 3 sisters, I think. Yeah, there's like 9 kids total. I was like, God damn, your mama was busy. Shit.
Yeah.
Busy or she really liked it.
Fuck, something. And she was all religious. Like they had to go to church like every day. Like they went like every day. Like church, Bible studies, fucking catechism, whatever. Every day they were in church, like 6 days a week.
Wow.
Yeah, they get home from school, they would do their work, and they go straight to church. And if you knew them, I don't understand, because they're not by looking at them or by knowing them, they're not the religious type. I can see a church crumbling and burning if they walked into it today. So I don't know what the fuck in. Like I'm sure when they walk in, shit just starts turning black. Ivy starts growing up the walls. Yeah, my dad's family. I'm not really close to my dad's family. I don't even really know none of them. I know their names, most of them. But like my dad's mom, I don't even call her my grandma. My dad's mom walked up to me in a store one day and was like, well, hello there. And I was like, and do I know you? Like, it's like, whose old lady is it? Somebody come get the crazy old lady talking to me. And then I see my cousin walk up and I was like, oh, hey. And I recognized my cousin. And I was like, I don't know who this lady is. She's talking to me. She goes, that's your grandma. I was like, no, Meemaw's over there. So my grandma raised me. I was like, no, she's over there. She's all, that's your dad's mom. I was like, oh, shit. I didn't recognize her because I never, she didn't even call my sister by her name. She never once in her life ever said my sister's name was Renee. and she couldn't get that right. She called her Lene. I don't know why.
Oh,
She never called me by my name. I was Jarvis's oldest, and my brother was Jarvis's youngest, and my sister was Lene. She didn't even know our names.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were all like bad alcoholics, like all of them, like just horrible alcoholics. So yeah, I never really went around them. My mom's mom raised me. My grandma, I call her me mom. She raised me. She didn't like none of them. So yeah, I was never around them. Like when my grandpa, right before he died, I went and seen him. I met him. I went and seen him at the hospital and like met some of my aunts and stuff. And I went to school right down the street from one of them. Like we ended up getting along great. But yeah, and then my uncle Danny, like when I was younger, I hated this man. Like, I would cut my arm off before I would go pick it at their house or go visit or anything. I hated him. But when I got older, he was funniest motherfucker alive. I swear to God, that motherfucker was always doing something stupid. When I was a kid, it used to piss me off. But when I got older, I found it funny. So we ended up getting along like later on. But yeah, for the first half of my life, I didn't even know him. Like I knew his name. That was about it. He turned out to be really cool, but then he died. I was like, well, damn. Why do all the cool ones gotta go? Then he's got the twin brothers that he lives with, and they are like identical twins. I can't tell them apart. I've never been able to tell them apart. I'm not around them enough to tell. Even if I am around them, one of them used to live with us. I don't even know which one it was. I didn't even know which one it was. I was like, okay, yeah, that's one of them. They look like Jesus. They got the long hair, the beards. They really do look like Jesus, which kind of freaks me out because they're twin Jesuses.
yeah.
Yeah, that's who my dad moved in with after my mom died. He moved up to Fresno with them. Got like a little house behind their house, like a little studio type thing, and I guess he stays out there. But yeah, weird. My whole family's weird. They don't even call my dad by his name. They call him JJ. That's not even his name. His initials aren't even JJ. They're not. They're JL.
Is he a junior?
No. Nope. That's what I mean. His mom she called my sister Lene. Her name is not Lene. Why do you keep saying the la? Stop that. Her name is Renee. And she never once said my name. Ever. I don't know what she called me because she never said my name. Ever. I was always Jarvis's oldest. Yeah. Or hey you. Or hey girl. Yeah.
Yes, Jay, you are 100% correct. He could do an episode all by himself.
Like my grandpa was like, I call him my grandpa, but yeah. He was like hella like fucked up. Like he was a bad alcoholic. Like bad. And he used to like he was hella strict. Like he would beat the shit out of those kids. Like they were seriously beat. Like nowadays they would have been done gone. CBS would have came in and it would have been over. But back then they didn't care. And like they jumped when that man said jump. Like it was bad. It was bad. And then when he got sick, I didn't get to know him. I didn't know him until like when he got sick. Like literally like maybe a month before he died. I actually spent any amount of time with him ever. I didn't even know his name. I figured it out when I was like 27. I swear his name was Leslie. And I thought they always called him Les. So I was like, okay. And then the boys were Wes and Les, the two twins. So I figured his name was Les. No, then when I got pregnant with my son and I picked the fucking gynecologist, the only female name on that list was Leslie Michaels. So I go, figuring it's going to be a female. Oh no, this little short guy who's bald but has long hair comes in with these fucking rainbow suspenders on, and I'm like, oh, this is going to go real bad, real fast. This is not going to be good. He's like all this nature loving herbalist. Like, oh my God, it was crazy, but he was a good doctor. But I was like, you're the doctor? He goes, yeah, expect a female, weren't you? I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, Leslie is the guy's name too. I was like, okay. I went home and tell my mom, and mom goes, that's your dad's name? I was like, who names their kid Leslie? My dad goes, my grandpa. I was like, why? That's a girl's name. Apparently not. He goes, have you ever met a female Leslie? I was like, as a matter of fact, no, but I know two male ones. He goes, then why is it a female? Well, I don't know. I know a guy named Shannon. I'm like, that is a girl's name. I'm sorry, but your mom gave you a girl's name. Yeah, Leslie.
My daughter's name is Kelsey.
That's a girl's name.
That's a girl's name, but it's also
I
a guy's
wanted to
name.
name. I wanted to name my daughter after her dad. I wanted her to be a junior. Would she have been a junior if I'd have gave her his full name,
No.
even though she's a female?
Yeah.
Because I've never heard of a female being named after their dad. And when females don't do that, we don't have junior and senior.
I guarantee
I-
you wouldn't be a junior.
Are you sure?
What? I don't think the females do it.
No.
Because I'm named after my grandma, and I wasn't a junior. They called her Big Betty, and they called me Little Betty.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
wouldn't. You wouldn't be junior. You would be the second.
A Junette.
That's the difference.
Junette.
See, I don't think they would give it to girls. They would, that's
We'll call it instead of a junior, we'll call it what? A fucking Juliet or what? I thought we didn't think about it till like after we'd already named her and shit, but I was like, oh my god, because his name was Charlie. That would have been cute. Charlie Ray for a little girl, that would have been cute as hell. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, but would she have been a junior?
No.
And nobody knows the answer to that.
I do with it snow.
Are you sure though? But I could have been a junior.
No.
That would have made a lot of people really confused.
Yeah, you know, that's something I should look into.
It wouldn't
Because that would have been cute. I mean, I know she's not a boy, but still, that's his firstborn, so why not name her after him? That would have been really cute. We didn't figure it out till like a month after we'd already named her. She ended up with Ashley Raven.
Hey, Jay, go ahead and do that. Look it up on Google. Can a female be a junior?
I think I've Googled it before, and Google gets like confused by the question. Like, it's not a. It would be your surname. Isn't that like a surname or something? Or they call it something. The title is like the Miss, Mr., or Mrs.
Yeah.
And then what's after that? They call it something. It's not surname. Is it surname?
I don't
No,
know.
it's something like that. But I thought that would be cute.
I feel stupid right now.
That would have been a cute name, though. Charlie Ray would have been a cute name for a little girl. And plus, my sister-in-law that died, her middle name was Ray, so it would have like fit in. That would have been cute.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Instead, I made my daughter's middle name Raven, and I spelled it R-A-E.
Damn, I
Or the first part of it is Ray. Because that was my other sister-in-law that died. Her name was Shelly Ray. So I gave my daughter her middle name.
Sorry, shout out to Alexa.
Alexa, can a female use the junior if she's named after her dad? Yes. See, we just don't do that. Somebody needs to do that. Someone needs to do that. I can't have no more kids, or I would do it. I would have a kid just so I could do it. Go through all that just so I could name it after somebody.
I wonder if you name a female, like if a female gets the same name as the mother.
No.
Yeah, not the father, but what about the mother?
Yeah. What about the mother?
See, I'm lucky I got the name I got, because if I would have been named after my dad's mom, my name would have been Sadie Claire Andy. Can you imagine that? Sadie Claire Andy? I don't even know how to spell that. That's just too much for my head to comprehend.
I was always destined to be a junior. That's just my
okay,
parents.
how about this one? How about this one? My old man, he's the third. Yeah, because his son's a fourth. So he got his name. He don't have a middle name. It's just Pete Garcia. And then Junior, they spelled out the word Junior. So his name technically is Pete Jr., right? Because that is the last. They didn't just put the initials. They spelled it out. Like, they just gave him a first name, a last name, and then the word Junior. And then the third. Junior,
Then the
the third. Yeah. Why both?
That's a good question.
I was like, that don't make. He goes, because my dad's the junior, and I'm his junior, but I'm the third. I was like, then you're just the third.
That's like saying his name is Pete Junior Junior.
Right, exactly. But it's not. So his last name becomes his middle name because the word junior would become his last name. But they don't.
Right.
That's not how it works. It's weird. It's just it don't make sense to me. And then plus the third at the end. But his son is just the fourth. There's nothing else. No middle name.
Right.
Just first,
Right.
last, and four.
Fourth.
I'm like, so why wouldn't he be junior the fourth? If you're junior the third, why wouldn't he be junior the fourth? Like, I don't know. I was like, because that shouldn't be. Your mama did it wrong. I'm telling you right now, she named you all fuckered up. It's just all fuckered up. Dude, you search his name, there's like literally, and I'm not even kidding you, like 150,000 fucking Pete Garcias in this area. No,
Stormy,
like,
check your messenger.
I see him. I'm ignoring him because I know it's probably going to be something I don't want to see. Okay, you know I'm going to play this, right?
Yeah. My son says when he has a son, he's going to name it after me.
And Sarah Shemetsy.
Way in hell I was going to play any of those names.
Wait, here.
I know about a number of female juniors, including Cherita Doherty, Daphne White, Michaela Pippin, and Sarah Shemetsy.
Way in hell I was going to play that.
Who was it? Did it say Sarah Pippin? Okay, you know I'm going to play this, right? Did they say Sarah Pippin? Okay, let's look up Sarah Pippin. Is that what it said?
I couldn't hear it.
Okay, we'll play it again.
At a number of female juniors, including Cherita Doherty, Daphne White, Michaela Pippin, and Sarah Shemetsy.
And there's no way in hell.
Michaela Pippin. Not Pippin, Pippin.
Pippin. Michaela Pippin.
Come on, Google. Hey, Google. Who is Michaela Pippin? Oh, she's a basketball star. Of course, Pippin. Duh. She played for Arizona. National title winner.
So Michaela, that must have been the mother's name, Michaela Pippin.
Must have been.
So
and she's a junior?
And that would make her a junior.
Interesting. I can't even remember none of those other names. Sarah McAllister or something. I don't know. In the first two, I don't even know what she said. I'm pretty sure it wasn't even English.
Yeah.
It was in Alexa, and I don't speak Alexa that well. Yeah, so now we need to have a kid. Somebody does, so we can name this kid. They're gonna be me. I don't got a uterus. Sorry, I'll be the one. Adopt one. Can we adopt somebody's kid? Just so I can name it.
Mary and I are going to adopt one of those Mexican babies that are all stuck in the cages that Trump separated from their parents.
Yeah, we should have some dreamers.
Yep.
You could foster one or sponsor one. And then they'll come and live with you, and it'll be a lot of fun.
No, well.
Yeah, fucking Trump didn't put him in the cages. Fucking Biden built the cages.
That's what Trump said, but I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
No, they did.
Yeah.
Because they started coming over then. Obama had some of them in there too.
It's temporary.
It was a deterrent. The thing was, it's not as cruel as it sounds. The deterrent was, and it wasn't just like anybody, all these refugees and all this shit, like fleeing their war-ridden country. It's not like that. It's people that are sneaking over here to do shit, like usually carrying drugs or like doing stupid shit. And what they're trying to do is tell them, look, if you continue to sneak in here illegally, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be separated from your kids. That's what you want? Come on over. If you want to stay with your family, stay your ass over there. That's basically, it wasn't like they were like arresting people and doing all this other. Plus, they had capture and release. So, yeah, they were taking their kids, but they were letting them go. And then they were supposed to come back and go to court.
Right.
And they
Right.
weren't coming back because who's going to? So, yeah, they ended up getting probably deported back. And they didn't mention that they had kids. So that's how they all got separated. And information between Mexico and United States is spotty at best. So it's not going to be easy to locate these people to fucking reunite with their kids because they didn't show back up for court here. So they're automatically thinking they're coming with warrants and they're going to be brought back to go to court or whatever and then deported back anyways because they don't know. They're over there. They never made it. It's not like they just purposely just like rip these families apart. Well, they did, but they did it like, look, if this matters, then you should stop coming. Because if that doesn't stop you, knowing you're going to be separated from your kids like that and they're going to be put in these cages, what's going to stop you?
And Mary found out that some of the parents were contacted. They don't want their kids back.
Yeah, because they want them to stay in America.
Yeah, they don't want them back.
Keep them here. Yeah, they still get what they wanted. Their kids are here. Right. They're starting life here. They're going to be taken care of and be better off here than they were back there because there it's really bad. You know, they live out in these little villages somewhere. There ain't work for miles, and there's one car, and it is ran by 2 horses and a mule. So yeah, so they're still getting what they want. They're here, and they know they're going to send them to school. They're going to fucking they're going to be in some fucked up situations, but eventually they're going to come of age, or somebody's going to take them in, or they're going to figure out something. So yeah, it's worth it to get that here to be able to be in America. It's worth it. Because they can get work here and then they send money back to their family back over there and then eventually they sneak over too. Yep. And that's what they're trying to stop. So by separating them and like, look, you're bad, hoping that would stop them, but it didn't because they're still getting what they want. Their kids are still getting to stay here. They're not sending the kids back. They're keeping the kids in America. They're sending the parents back without their kids. And they're wondering why they can't find them. Because if they do, that's a crime in both countries. You cross the border illegally. They're still going to end up. One of these 2 countries is going to start putting people in prison. They're gonna, because it's the only way that's going to stop it. That's what they're going to have to do. It's still a crime there. Either way, you're going to get punished in one or both places and still not be with your kids. And they think that they're going to come get arrested. It's just against the law to sneak across the border. Even if you get caught and sent back, it's still against the law. Even if they take your kids, it's still against the law. There's court cases they don't come back for because they don't need to. Their kids are good. They got a better life. Even if it's fucked up like it is, it's still better than what they were facing back there. So they do it.
Yeah, that's right, Jay. I remember reading that somewhere.
Well, you can come in. They give you a work visa. There's lots of fucking farm workers and shit come in every season for everything. All fucking produce and field work and shit. And they come in by the droves with work visas just for that season. And then they go back home. They come and collect all their money. They make a lot of money. They save it all and they take it back home. It's like they're fucking, that fucking deadliest catch. They go out one time, they get all this money. It's their big haul. They come over just for certain seasons. Each of them got different like melons or tomatoes, different years, raisins and grapes. There's different ones that do different crops and they're good at what they do and they know their shit. They come in just for that season. And a lot of them have fucking papers, be here. They'll give you a work visa. But then there's a whole bunch more that don't have nothing. They snuck over. And that's what they're trying to stop.
We get a lot of them. We get a lot of them in Florida for picking the oranges.
Yeah.
But we get a lot of illegals.
Legally, the ones that are doing it legally, they got like a union and they're trying to make it like legit and like so they get benefits and wages. Cause I'm telling you, these motherfuckers stay in some disgusting places just to do the farmers give them places to stay. They're little farm camps.
Right.
But they have like the one place out here, Their bathroom was like in another place. Like every room, they had to go outside to get into the next room. Like none of the house was connected. They didn't have electricity. They didn't have running water. There was like one bathroom and one shower that they all had to use. Like, and the place had like holes in the roof. And like, usually it's like with animals. And like, it's bad, dude. It's bad. They treat them bad and they don't want to pay them like what it's worth. That's a hard fucking job, dude. I'm telling you right now, it's a fucking hard job. And it's just, and it's hot. Like, it's fucking bad. Like, I give them all the props in the world because I couldn't do it. I wouldn't make it not even an hour. Nah. I lived here my whole life and I couldn't do what they do. And none of these people want to do it. They should get paid a lot. They do a lot. Like, you'd be surprised. Some of the shit they have to pick by hand. And they literally have to go down through it and pick it by hand. That's a lot of fucking time and energy in your back. Oh my God. And like raisins, they gotta come and turn them, like they leave them out for like a week and they have to flip them, otherwise they'll mold. Because raisins are sun dried. So they go out and pick them, they cut them all down, and they let them dry on one side, go and turn every one of them over, then let it dry again, then roll them all up, and then go back and throw them all in the bin and pull the papers off. While the tractor's moving, they gotta be standing on this tractor doing this shit while it's moving and keep up. While getting slapped in the face with fucking vines and bugs and God only knows what else. Disgusting work. And some of these trees, you got to actually get up and get the fruit down yourself. There's no way to get it down unless you do that. That's a lot of work. Up and down ladders all day. Yeah, it's crazy. And there's a union. They have a union. And a lot of them come in legally. With work visas, whatever. You can get that shit. That's all Trump's saying. He's not saying don't come in. He's saying come in legally. Go through the process. Make the process worth it to get in. Don't just sneak in, because then all these people that are trying to get in legally, it's just making it harder on them. And they're doing the right thing. But they're getting looked. That's why you can't hire somebody here unless they have proper work visas, because it's undocumented. If they're undocumented, you can get fined like lots of fucking money.
I'm sure there's undocumented all over the place.
Oh God, by the droves. Yeah. And that's what makes it harder for the unions. Why would they pay the unions $15 an hour when they can pay these fucking undocumented $10 an hour to do the same thing? And that's what they're trying to stop.
Wow, you're being generous.
Yeah, what? No, they get a lot. But I'm saying the fucking legal ones that have the union, they're trying to get their money. And they're like, well, why would we pay you? Why would we join this and go along with this shit when we can hire these guys over here? And they do it by the day. There's like little shops, little stores here and there. And you go early in the morning and they'll be lined up. Like just lined up. And all these fucking field guys will come, these farmers, and pick which ones they want for the day and take them to work for the day. And they get paid by the day. And then they come and drop them back off at the store. Or like a van will go around and pick up a bunch of them and take them off to some field or whatever.
Yeah.
They do everything. Every morning you go to these stores and they're all there. And then every afternoon you go back, they'll all be getting off work and they'll all be getting dropped off. It's crazy. They feed them like.
I remember a few years ago, I was shooting darts, and that's darts, DARTS, not DOTS. I was playing darts and I met this guy. He was a mule. He basically drove a van over to Mexico, picked up the van load of people, and then somehow got them back over the border. And then they went to work in the orange, on the orange groves.
Yeah.
Picking.
Yeah, that's all Trump is trying to stop is the illegal one. You don't have to, you can come in legally. Just go fill out the papers, you get your whatever. You can come visit, you can come work, you can come go to school, you can go on vacation, you can get visas. It takes time, it's a process, but you can get it. And then once you come over on a visa, if you want to stay, you go through the fucking shit to get yourself fucking naturalized or whatever it is. So then you're a citizen. That's all he's trying to do. Not just let anybody that wants to come through. You got to be vetted. Like, it'll stop a lot of terrorists and shit from getting in here because there's a watch list. They got names. They know who the fuck all these guys are.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Check if you go in legally, you're not going to make it through to the process. They're going to know your record. They're not going to let drug addicts and cartel and fucking sex abusers and all this. They're not going to let murderers in. They'll be able to tell because they'll have to go through the process. That's what the wall is about. The wall isn't to close the borders. It's to stop people from coming over that shouldn't come over. Go through the legal channels. Do it the right way. And you can. More than welcome. Come on by. But if you're not, we don't want that. They don't want
Right.
that.
Right.
But all they're going to do is tunnel under it. I mean, come on. The dude got out of prison by tunneling under the toilet. What was that one cartel guy? fucking went in like he was in the toilet and just disappeared. I was like, oh my God. And that was like a 2-mile tunnel. It started in Mexico and ended like in a house in LA. Like it came up out of the floor in the house they were building out in the middle of nowhere in
Wow.
LA. It had lights and everything. He got down there. There was a motorcycle waiting for him. No seat, just a motorcycle. Like it, which is like a dirt. And he rode it 2 miles, and the tunnel was all lit with lights and fucking all this shit. They dug out a 2-mile tunnel and came up right up to the prison under the toilet. That's how he got out.
Sony,
Yeah.
you're breaking up really bad.
I was like, dude, that's ingenious. So the wall's really not going to stop anything. They want
Sony, you're
it.
breaking up.
This tunnel's already dug. They just got to go walk through.
You're breaking up real bad, Sony.
They find them all the time. There's
She's
a
not
whole
hearing
bunch
me.
of them.
There were times away because that's why she could be breaking up.
She dropped out.
Yeah. Her internet's acting then.
Yeah. So anyway, that was an enlightening discussion we were just having. Anybody else has anything to add, please, in the comments below. You can leave me a comment, that's fine. Yeah, that's undocumented that they're trying to come in that way. Yeah, I know. Some of them come in that way anyway. They pay the train guy so much, and then they can jump on the train and get, they don't think to check, oh, let's check every boxcar that this train has, Well, they pay the guy the right amount of money, and they can just go anywhere on the train, on those cargo trains that come over, and they get into a certain area, the train stops, open the door, and everybody jumps out, go do what you got to do. You find a lot of them living in LA, and I've seen on TV, there's a bunch in like Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, hey, if anybody else wants to come up on panel, come on up. I don't mind. Or she dropped out, Jay. I mean, her internet probably went down. And she's got to wait now. She's got to wait till she gets a good signal before she can try to come back in. Here she is. Devices are not connected. There we go. What happened? Hello?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello? Is Ruby
Hello?
there? I don't know what happened. My internet dropped.
That's
I
fine.
got my laptop.
I figured that's what
I have my
happened.
laptop in a different place. So my internet is not like happy with that or something. Not fine.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
stupid.
if you're too far away from the hotspot, it's going to give you trouble.
I had like fucking 3 or 4 minute delay. I don't know why. My laptop just likes to torture me.
How old is it? Yeah,
It's
there's a delay.
it's less than a foot away from me.
I was asking, how old is your laptop?
Going down again.
It's a
My
huge delay.
Wi-Fi? What are we talking about?
You have to go out and come back in again. And there she goes. Oh, now, yeah, okay. I got you. But that does happen, though.
So, okay. What about my fucking phone?
Well, it's me by myself again. It's always more fun to have a panel, I think. It's so much easier to do a panel with when you've got people that you can actually talk to, and you've got a conversation piece there. You got a conversation going between two people and whoever might be in chat and things like that. And it's so much easier to do it with another person on there than if you're just by yourself, like I am right now. It's difficult to find the words and the things to say and the things to talk about. So yeah, I mean, I guess it is what it is, but you know how it is. You're going in there. Just wondering. Let me pull that. See, make sure you can get by. So, can we have somebody else come up on panel? Jay, come up on panel. I guess not. Well, it's been about an hour anyway. So if no one else is going to come up on panel, and I think Stoney's probably done with her internet, we'll take it up again another night. So for everybody that came in, I want to thank you. I appreciate it, and I love you all. And I'll end it as I always do. Be good, and if you can't be good at it. Peace, everybody. I'll talk to you again soon.